15 minutes with Uncle Russ. Good evening, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is Uncle Russ coming to you live from Koh Samui, Bantai, Koh Samui. How you doing? Huh? Did you get over the shock loss to the All Blacks? You see, that's the thing. One day we're happy, another day we're not so happy. Amen. Yes. But wow, did we have a great event last week. Yes, we did the 24-hour praise and worship. Hey, amazing how long 24 hours can be, huh? You don't think it's that long. Wait till you stay awake that long. And you know what? Unlike whether clubbing or drugging or drinking, it was purely to worship the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Yes, and we shared messages, and then Brother Dennis brought an amazing message on Sunday service. Dennis from Harburg. Yeah, it was cool. But you know what? Like with anything like that, revival doesn't come off from one thing. It's consistency. We have to keep praying. We have to keep trusting. We have to keep believing. We have to keep doing and facilitating the presence of God. Amen. Amen. So, a little story from us. Yes, Aesop's Fables. So that's, can you see that? Let's get this thing not holding. The hunter, the stag, and the horse. The hunter, the stag, and the horse. And I'm telling you, you will relate to this story. Living proof of the people that surround us, so-called friends. Okay. A quarrel had arisen between a horse and a stag. So the horse came to the hunter to ask his help to take revenge on the stag. The hunter agreed, but said, "If you desire to conquer the stag, you must permit me to place a piece of iron between your jaws, so that I might guide you with these reins, and allow the saddle to be placed upon your back, so that I might keep steady upon you as we follow after the enemy." The horse agreed to the conditions, and the hunter soon saddled and bridled him. Then, with the aid of the hunter, the horse soon overcame the stag and said to the hunter, "Now, get off and remove those things from my mouth and my back." "Not so fast, friend," said the hunter. "I have now got you under bit and spur, and prefer to keep you as you are at the present. And the moral of the story is this: if you allow men to use you for your own purposes, they will soon use you for theirs. Oh my achy, wakey, bony, bony." Can you believe it? It's amazing. You know that thing, there's that saying that says, "Give them a finger and they'll take the whole hand." Yes, so people are super nice, and they're super accommodating. "Oh, yeah. No. So you can be in situations where you give your heart to people and you say to them, "Okay, no problem. I know you're going through a tough time at this time. I'll help you. I'll let you come in, I'll give you some help." Before you know it, you're not even required anymore, because they kind of just push you right out of whatever the situation is. 1 minute you lending somebody help or giving somebody help, and then the next minute you don't exist. True story. Philippians 2 verse 3 to 4 says this: "Let nothing be done through selfish ambition or conceit, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem the other better than himself. Let each of you not look out for only his own interest, but also the interests of others." So often what happens is people will use, manipulation. The kindest people, the nicest things. Oh no, and you say to them, listen, please, thank you so much, but it's okay. No. No, we want to do this thing. And you say to them, are you sure? Yes, no, we want to help you. We want to do this thing. Yes. And then what happens from there? Slowly, surely, they windy into the whole thing, and they become intertwined with things. And then before you know it, you're under duress. You're having to do stuff that there was no intention to do in the first place, like that horse. See, the horse needed help against the enemy, the stag, but the hunter thought, I'll help you. And the horse was like, yes, thank you so much, I can't wait. Are you sure? No, don't worry, we're in this together. Before a little horsey knew what was bit in on the saddle, and you're going nowhere. And so it went from manipulation to intimidation to control. How dare you? This is mine. And you go, wait, hold on. You see, when you allow people to become entitled, you allow people to become entitled, or you entitle people, then you got a problem. Then all of a sudden, you're the bad person, you're on the outside looking in, and what once was yours is no longer yours because it's seen through their eyes as being theirs. It happens in countries, it happens in companies, it happens in families, it happens in business, where you bring people into what you're doing, and before you know it, you get ousted out the back door. Sometimes you get bombed out the front door. Sometimes you don't even get allowed in the front door. Be very careful. Yes, be aware of these people. All smiley, all happy, all genteel. Oh, thank you so much for your help. I appreciate it. Be very careful. Keep your eyes open. You know what they say? I say. A genuine enemy is better than a fake friend. A genuine enemy is better than a fake friend. At least with an enemy you know where you stand. But with this fakey, shaky, dakey, sakey people around, you don't know. Amen. Listen what it says here in Matthew 7. And it also applies. Do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and tear you in pieces. See, you can go into something with good intent and a good heart, but then when you go in, they trample it. And it can end up tearing you to pieces. And you know what I find quite fascinating is, I know there's a saying that says that the pen is mightier than the sword. They say that, eh? But sometimes I don't think that's true. That's just my opinion. But people are hiding behind the pen now. And when I say the pen, social media, all these apps, they've got a lot to say to each other via the pen. Well, this is what I think you are all about. And I think this and you are that. I always say, I can't wait to see you. Face to face. And we see how brave you are. And we see how blasé you are about the things that you say about people. Hmm? Yeah, it's a different story when, and especially they just text you. They don't have the courage to face you. I love those apps though, but I always say to people, put your camera on. No, and then I say, put the phone down. I want your camera to be on. Why? I can look you in the eye. I can look at your body language, your non-verbal communication, and go, they're lying. You can't. You know, you can see when people, what do they say when people lie? They'll look up, and I don't know about all of that. But God gives us discernment to do. And I tell you what, I'm looking forward to the coming days. We're going to have some conversations, yeah, and sort it out. How's that? Is this okay? You're happy with that? Remember the name of the story? The hunter, the stag, and the horse. Are you the hunter? Are you the stag? Or are you the horse? Or is it the fact that sometimes we're one of all three of those things? Sometimes we're the hunter, and we're already looking for opportunity to take advantage of the situation. Or maybe we're the horse and we're looking for an ally, somebody that will stand with us and help us and back us up. Or maybe we're just the stag, going around looking for trouble, shooting our mouths off at people. It's very difficult to say. Amen. Did you like this week's story? Hey, it touches a nerve, eh? Yes, but I'm watching you, people. Amen. So, Friday, you've rested. No, you haven't rested. Correction, you've worked really hard and you feel that you deserve to be rested. Hey? Weekend, chill. I think there's rugby, I don't know. I'm really not so good with all of those things. And just a thought about all this political stuff going on and the repercussions of speaking truth. Are we prepared to count the costs and to pay the price for telling the truth and believing in the truth? Can be very costly. Okay. And we can make much about individuals and things. But if we think about it, what Christ did on our behalf, He stood for the truth. He represented the truth. And not only did He do that, but He gave His life so that we can walk in the truth. Start to tell the truth to each other. Stop lying. Stop gossiping. Stop fighting with each other. Stop stealing from each other. Start loving each other. If we're going to see revival, if we're going to see change, it has to start with an awakening that's going to come in our own hearts, where we come out of the sleep and the slumber. Amen? Yes, so that there can be a transformation. Yeah, change our thought patterns, the way we think, so that it would be a reformation. We can reform to the original intent and purposes that God has for our lives and for the world. And then revival will come. Now remember, that's Saturday. Sunday, don't neglect the gathering of the brethren. It's key, I'm telling you. Prayer, Bible, fellowship, key. Love God, obey God, key. Yeah, it's as simple as that. We don't need to get into every kind of ancient language and all of that. Love God, obey God, love your neighbor, and love yourself. Amen. Get into the Word. Pray for each other. Is that okay? And remember, if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. This is Uncle Russ signing off until next time. Have a blessed week and see you soon.